What up, y'all? It's Boss Anjeil back at y'all with another video. It's so crazy. I haven't been on here in forever. I'm so sorry that I have taken a little break. Of course, y'all know, like, everything that's been going on, I just decided to kind of take a minute, take a step back and just reevaluate kind of how I want to approach my channel. So thank y'all for continuing to watch and being patient with me. But today we are going to talk about me moving to Cali, and my 3-year anniversary just passed. So let's get into it. 3 years ago, I moved to California from Detroit. I actually drove my car out here. For those who haven't seen the video, go back and watch the video. But it's just been a crazy journey. Like, it's so many words that I could use to describe my time here in California, but I guess if I could sum it all up into one word, I would say it's been a huge learning experience. And I've grown so much since I've been here, because Cali will bring the savage out of you. And I know a lot of people have asked me, like, how is it living out here, or what do they need to if they want to move out here? And I'm gonna just give y'all a little something if you were looking to move to Cali or even just relocate in general. Like, I definitely have some things that I've learned that I want to share. So first of all, just a little brief backstory. I moved here in 2017 with my family. I actually came here about a month before everybody else because I had friends here, which I probably shouldn't have did that, because all I did was like party and turn up and spend money for 30 days. I twerk that ass. If we ain't going nowhere, we gonna be twerking. And that kind of set me back. But because when I first got here, it just felt like a vacation. You know what I mean? So I just was turning up. Like, I was just lit. A month later, after I got here, my dad got here, the rest of my family, and then maybe about 6 months later, my grandparents came. So I will say that it's been easier being here with family. A lot of people come here with nobody. So I couldn't imagine being here without my family. My dad is, actor, comedian, entertainer. I'm in fashion. So it just made sense for us to be here to expand our brands. And that's the number one thing that I say. Like, don't come to Cali just to say you live in Cali. Like, have a goal, have a vision, have things that you want to work towards. Hey, I want to expand my business, or I want to grow in my knowledge of, like, for me, I wanted to grow in my knowledge of fashion. I needed to work under somebody. I needed to have a mentor. I needed to have an internship. Like, I just needed to be in the thick of the industry that I really was working in, because in Detroit, like, it was only so much that I could do fashion wise. So I'm like, okay, let me go to Cali so I could get under somebody. I could learn, I could work. And I feel like that's what I've done. But if you come here with no goals, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna move to Cali, a little something, like, I wouldn't suggest that. Because if you come out here with no goals and no vision and no real purpose, you will get lost in the sauce, like, for real. Unless you just determined to figure it out, and you sit down and you get quiet and you spend, do what you need to do to get that understanding. But I can almost guarantee you, like, if you come here with no goals and no plans, Cali will, like, LA will take over you. It will chew you up and spit you out. It's not a game here. So, just keep that in mind. Have a goal, have purpose for being here, pray about it, get serious, because that's not nothing to play with. It's so many things going on out here. Don't come and get lost in the sauce. And to me, to be honest, like, ooh, look, I'm talking too much. But to be honest, like, I kind of got lost in the sauce a few times. And really what kept me grounded was my family and going back home. Like, I had to go back home often. I go back to Detroit a few times a year just to stay grounded. I even go to Alabama a couple times a year because I just have to. I have to get away from LA for a minute and just, connect with who I am. Sorry, I had to bring the camera closer because it's about to get real. No, I'm just kidding. So the purpose, having purpose is important, but then also have money stacked. Have money stacked and make sure you still have money coming in, even once you got that money stacked. Like, I mean, and that's with anywhere. I don't think it's just Cali, but Cali is very expensive. So you know, I would suggest at least having like $5,000 saved, and make sure you got a job so that money is flowing. And so you're not spending that 5K. Like that 5K is just incidentals, you know what I mean? But like you should have bread coming in, have you a place to stay lined up, have you a car to drive, you know, the basics. But I guess when I moved here, I was 21. I think I was 21. Yeah, I was 21. So I was still learning how to be an adult. You know what I mean? Like adulting was new to me. It still is. I still am learning stuff, but especially when I first got here, I think a lot of my priorities was just so out of whack, and I made a lot of choices that put me behind financially. And here in Cali, like when you down financially, it's just not, that's not it. Like it's really not like a lot of other places where you could just come up on some money real quick. Like it's money to be made out here, but this ain't the place to be struggling financially. Like it's just not. Because even the average person that works here works 2 or 3 jobs just to stay afloat. So if you could imagine the average person working 2 to 3 jobs just to survive and maintain, could you imagine how it feels to have a financial difficulty? Like that's not it. So, you know, make sure your bread is right if you're gonna move or you're gonna come here. I think that's one of the biggest things that I've had to learn the hard way. Cause I would get money, like even when I was working on American Idol, like I made pretty good money there, but I was just spending my money on stupid stuff. I had an expensive car that I was paying for. That's another thing. Keep your overhead low. You know, I had a super expensive car that I was paying for, and that complicated things for me, you know. So I got rid of it and got a Honda. And my Honda is not as cute, but my life is just way easier now that I have that car. And, you know, just being smart. But I will say, it definitely took a leap of faith for me to come out here because I was nervous. I was scared. Things definitely played out different than I thought that they would, but everything ended up working out for the better. And now I'm in such a good position. Like I would have never thought that I would have, like, you know, all of these different experiences that I've been able to have since I've been here. I have an employee now. Like things are going really, really well. But I just feel like it was a lot of lessons that I had to learn the hard way. So I don't know. Hopefully that helps. But even if you're not moving to Cali per se, you moving somewhere else, like, you know, anywhere, I think you need to have money saved, and you need to always have that money flowing. That money needs to be flowing. You need to have revenue always coming in. But yeah, overall, like, I feel like I'm really actually starting to enjoy California. Like, I love the beach. The people, it's some cool people. I've met some cool people for sure. The food, I love the tacos. I mean, the tacos, like, hands down, nobody's tacos is hitting on Cali's. Like, that's just that. It's not up for debate, okay? Period. The tacos are bomb. The food is bomb. The beach is bomb. It's hiking. I could pretty much get up and go on a bike ride at any time, any day. Like, the weather is rarely ever just bad. Like, it's just so many things. And I was just talking to one of my mentors about this yesterday. It's just so much to be grateful for. Like, it's a lot of things about being in Cali that's different. That's a culture shock. That's, you know, out of my comfort zone, I'll say. But I could choose to focus on that, or I could choose to focus on the fact that, like, it's a lot of great things here, and it's a lot of things that I enjoy. So I've been choosing to focus on the things that I enjoy, and I feel like, oh my God, I'm finally, like, having fun. Like, I'm finally enjoying myself. Plus, I'm making a little money now, you know, and when you're making money in California, you go enjoy it, because you gotta have money out here to really, like, really enjoy it. But I just feel like everything is coming together, and I'm just glad that I waited it out and I was patient and I trusted God, because he brought everything together for me, and I knew he would. You know, it was just times where I was down bad, and I just knew God was gonna turn it around for me. But it was also about my perspective. My perspective played a big role in it too. But yeah, overall, I really am starting to enjoy it. And honestly, as long as I'm by the beach and I'm by the water, I'm cool. No complaints. I love it. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Have y'all ever been to California? If you ever been, drop some comments below about your favorite places to go eat or sightsee or whatever, because I definitely want to hit up some new spots, because there's so many places that I still haven't even been. But yeah, let me know what's popping in Cali that I need to know about, because I definitely want to do some more exploring and enjoy it even more than I already have been. But I hope this video helps. If you're planning to move somewhere, if you plan to move to Cali, or if you just need a little boost, you know, a little pick-me-up about you being in the place that you are, and it's your set place. You know that's where you're supposed to be, but everything don't really feel like it's coming together yet. It will. It will. If you know that that's where you're supposed to be, it'll come together. You just gotta wait on it. Be patient. Get your perspective, your attitude together, you know, work on what you need to work on, and your time will come. So I thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.